So this is some adjustments on the Conaway job. All right, first things first. Previously the steps that are going up here up into the house over here, we had them as slab steps that were wraparound slab steps that were stacked on top of each other. This is no more. We are actually going to build them now in a similar fashion to the front. So it's about 60 to 70% of that granite, and it is the other 30-ish%, I believe, is Fond du Lac. I'll go take a picture of it in a little bit. We are going to make this with as few joints in the treads as possible. Because obviously those front steps, they're constantly falling apart. So we're eliminating that as best we can. So the landing is now going to be 3 feet deep. And we're having 1 foot steps wrapping around. So it's 3 feet deep, and it is going, and the landing is ending at this corner still, and then instead of having wider steps coming down here, we're actually going to make each of these 1 foot steps going down. So they understand that the siding is going to be exposed over here, but they really want to have, the extra space for the patio. Speaking of the patio, so now the new steps are going to end in this general range right here. We're going to extend this patio, or this walkway right here. It's currently 5 feet from here to here, and we're going to extend it another 3 feet into the ferns, just so that way they can get beyond the. It's a little more free into the patio area beyond the step. All right, so now, because the increase of depth of the landing, originally it was 18 inches, and that brought me just beyond where this area is right here, which still left plenty of space for a walkway. Now, because of the 18 inches increased to the landing, this area is now getting moved over. Well, that means that we have to take out this tree right here, okay, to accommodate this space. So that tree is coming out. The other thing is, so one of the big deals was this lattice that we have right here. There are grapevines currently growing on it. Well, those are going to have to go because the footprint of the step is now over those grapevines. So this actually works in our benefit because we're now taking this out right here. We are going to sink in a new post that's, up and down there, about, I think it's like 11 feet tall, so we'll need to get a pretty sizable post, probably 16-ish feet, if we can. What have we got here? I mean, this is an X, or an L. Well, I'll probably have to talk to Nick about this before we go, but we're gonna have to, because right now this is actually sitting on the deck. So when the deck comes out, this is gonna have to be put back in a similar fashion. Not this one exactly, but something similar to this, with lattice going from this post over to the house, because she wants to be able to grow grapes again. So what we're doing now, we have this all open, which is huge, because before we were going to be doing granite slab steps by hand. So now these are built steps, and we have access to over here because first we're taking out this tree and this is open. That being said, we also need to do a form for this. This is going to be a wet set step, so we need to have a foundation for this. She was concerned that it was going to, if we did a built step, it was going to fall apart and have problems like her front step did. So we need to wet set this. We need to make it good and sturdy for years to come, as she says, which is great. So we've got the form in here. We're going to have to put a new post in here and lattice to connect from point A to point B. Fortunately, we also have Luke, who is pretty smart to deal with stuff like this as well. Other than that, yeah, now that's about it. So here, I'll just quickly walk around front to the step so you can see it. We can get a good color combination here. Yeah, probably 60% granite, and 50% or 60% and 40%. So, and we have to wet set this. Yeah. I mean, she says she loves the way it looks. It's just falling apart. I mean, you can, there are stones that are loose again every year, it seems. So, yeah. I think that's it.